you know, the fact that we go over into the commerce thing so quickly, I think it's important to sort of speak for the art side of brand too. And it's funny because the first thing that you said about authenticity, it reminded me of, you know, there's this quote, this guy Joseph Campbell. I don't know if a lot of you know him, but we were talking before some existential stuff, and he was a really smart guy, and once asked the question of what are people looking for? You know, what do people really want? And often the first deep reaction that, you know, meaning in life, you know, they want a sense of meaning or a sense of belonging or connection. But his answer was, you know, I think what people really want is the experience of being alive. And that moment that you talked about, you know, that happens every once in a while where you just go, wow. You know, that's what people want. And the thing about the artistic part of it that needs, you know, I think, you know, we are where we place our attention. And I've gone down that rabbit hole of placing my attention on branding and monetization, and, you know, there's a certain bit of pragmatism in that's, you know, it's necessary. But I've found myself having to keep myself constantly placing, you know, taking my attention back and placing it on that, creating something that will communicate my sense of wonder. And you know, it's sort of like this, like any piece of art, whether it's visual or music or any dance, it can be anything. If you put a frame around the whole piece of art and the rhythms of all of the little components of that piece of art strike a fortunate rhythm, like a really something breaks through and causes the observer to go, wow. That's what the art is. That's what our jobs really are. So the brand is really about finding that piece of work that's just gonna, you know, I don't want to teach you anything. You know, I mean, I don't want to convey a message. What I really want you to feel is my sense of wonder. The same thing that just makes me go, wow, this is fucking cool. You know, and it happens in music really easily. You know, I think that's what we chase down. So when it comes to branding, I think it's important to spend a good amount of time trying to figure out, you know, how do I give my songs away, and how am I going to get the cheese? And at the same time, figure out how am I going to put this puzzle together so that it